Hello, my name is Giles Howard and this is the video submission in support of my application for the position of Chief Revenue Officer at Paradox. You've asked me to talk about 3 career moments. The first one I'm going to talk about dates from my days in radio, and I was able to devise a brand new way of selling radio which challenged the preconception that television is always superior to radio, because television has pictures and radio does not. My idea was to position radio as not only having pictures but having very individualized pictures, namely those that are conjured up in your own mind, in your own imagination, positioning that product perfectly in the world of the recipient. In other words, I was able to change the idea that radio is TV without pictures to the concept that television is radio without imagination. That concept allowed us to increase radio's share of overall UK advertising take about 7-fold. That's the first one. The second one I'm going to highlight is the pride I have associated with the .com that I founded, BritArt, in the late 90s. It was the world's first online art gallery, and as well as raising £1 million to set that business up, I sold it in a trade sale for nearly 4 million 5 years later. And of course, I learnt all the things associated with setting up a small business and running things from scratch. The final one I'm going to give you is from my time at Rightmove. When I joined Rightmove, Rightmove really only had one revenue stream, an extremely successful revenue stream, but that was from estate agents paying Rightmove to advertise properties that they had for sale or rent. I was able to position Rightmove as the right place for estate agents to look for vendors and landlords. We'd already done enough work to show that we had all of the audience, and it was a relatively small step to persuade people that that was the right place for them to spend the money that they were usually spending in the local press to find their new landlords and vendors. That concept delivered Rightmove a brand new revenue stream of about £50 million per year. Finally, you've asked me to talk about some dislikes. The things I'm going to highlight are things like monotony. I need variety, and I seek that. I try to automate anything that feels tedious. Secondly is any environment where there's a lack of willingness to look at new ways of doing things. My default position is to try and challenge the status quo and find new ways of doing things. And finally, I'm going to highlight the couple of occasions when I've had to be involved in downsizing. That is always an extremely tough decision, especially when you have loyal staff. I've not enjoyed that, but I guess it's a business necessity. I hope that's helped give you a little bit of insights into me, and I look forward to meeting you soon.